We G-stream Grandkids, and today we over east with it. I'm gonna just be telling y'all on how we had jumped this dude. Like, it was just some crazy stuff. I mean, so basically, I had these friends, and it was like my friends. Like, I'm not cool with them no more, but like when I was their homie and stuff, like I had like known them for a little while, so I'm just like I'm gonna take up for them, cause they was like real young, and they was like I was just like the oldest one, so I'm just like I'm there for them, like if they need me. So with this boy, his name, I ain't gonna say his name. I'm gonna give him a fake name. His name was Demetrius. We gonna say Demetrius. His name was Demetrius. I had these two friends. They was twins. Their name was I'm gonna say their name was
Deontay and Keontae.
Okay, so what's it?
Deontay and Keontae.
Deontay and Keontae. Yeah, that was their names, and they had got into it with him over some that the sister did. So we had I just was like that for them, and they was like, and the boy was like way older than them. He was older than me too. That happened when I was in 7th grade. He was in 8th, and yeah, we had all went outside. We walking down the block, and when we walking down the block, we had seen him, and then we seen him right here. His sister's over here. He had one sister, and the sister and her friend right there. So we ended up going to talk to the friend, or try to talk to the girls. The girls had ended up tweaking with us, and went with these other dudes, and that the twins didn't mess with. So we got on that. We was like, now we finna go beat up her brother. Her brother right here. I ended up getting my one. He slapped the head off my head. I had a red head on. He slapped it off. So I picked it up, hung it, started fighting him. I had hit him with a 2-block, cracked him 2 times, and picked him up, slammed me. So he tried to get up and run. I chased him and ripped his whole shirt off. So that's when he got mad, and I had to dip through this cut, and he was like real mad, like he was trying to kill me. He picked up something that was chasing me with it. I had jumped over the gate. I had rips all in my pants, like, cause I had jumped over this barbed wire gate, cause he was chasing me with like metal poles and like all types of stuff, cause he was so mad over a fake shirt. Like, I don't know. He's like, you gonna pay for my shirt? I'm like, I ain't paying for nothing. It was to the point where I was out of breath, cause he was like it was that much. Like, as soon as I got home, as soon as I got upstairs, I told like all my cousins and brothers, cause I was out of breath. I couldn't fight him no more. Like, me chasing him around, like that took a lot of breath from me. I came upstairs. I'm like, it's this dude down there trying to fight me. I don't got no more breath. Yeah. And they, like, everybody up there, they rushed downstairs.
And then he tried, like, we was in the street, and I think he told me something. I almost on one with you, and I think I ran up, crunched him.
No, he said he wanted his one, but he had pointed at me. I gave him his one. I'm just in the street fighting him.
And we jumped in.
Once I had like grabbed him into the car, like, cause I was trying to pick him up again, like I did him the first time. I grabbed him into the car. Then everybody just can't start swinging off him.
And his mouth was leaking. And then I think the next day he was looking around like the whole neighborhood. Him and his sister, like they was by the window. Not that they didn't see us. Well, they didn't see us because our window was open.
Yeah. And then like he said, we seen his sister and stuff. They weren't on enough for it. They was just like around. So we like see him around, like, and he'd just look at us. So I had ended up having another incident with him, cause I guess I was coming out of my school, and we walking down the stairs and stuff. And while I'm walking downstairs, he ended up saying something to me, cause I guess he recognized me. Cause I used to go to their school at first. Like, I was just around for the summer, so I used to go to their school, and I ended up transferring to their school. So I had moved into the school, so I had went there, and he had seen me and recognized me, cause he was up there picking up one of his siblings or something. And he was like, ain't you that dude that had jumped me and stuff like that? I told him, yeah. I ain't got no reason to lie to him. I told him, yeah. And he just instantly got on that with me. And then we had found our way to the back of the school. We backed up in the squad. And we backed up in the squad. I mean, everybody like jumped in. I had crushed him like 2 times. He had hit me with a good one though. He had hit me with like one good punch. I felt it, cause like the first time I fought him, he didn't have that much strength. He hit me that time off. He Yeah, did a little damage. Like he hit me, I felt it. That's because at first I was playing with him because I knew he couldn't fight, but this time he had got me. So I got for real with him. I had to wake up. Like, yeah, he ain't no like he was at first. So once I fought him, I had beat him, like had his whole mouth bleeding. He went to go tell his cousins. I guess his cousins went there, and like even his cousin homies, they sat there and jumped in. But when it came for towards them to their cousin confronting me, they act like they ain't do nothing. They want know nothing. They ain't do nothing. They was cool, but I ended up getting out of there, and I left one person, my sister. I forgot all about her, and it was only me and my brothers because them the people that was out there helping me fight. I mean, like my sister was out there fighting too. She was fighting the little sister, but it was just like, once I realized I had to get out of there quickly. Like I couldn't wait on nobody. I had to get out there quickly. Otherwise, I was gonna get jumped next, and I don't need to be jumped. So I ended up going to my homie's house. Y'all gonna hear my homies a lot. I ended up going to my homie's house, and I'm like, hey, these dudes trying to jump me. That was like the closest place I could go besides home. Like if I would have went home, it would have went way different. Like all type of stuff would have happened. Like it would have went way different. And they had came to my homie's house, and they had like carried down like the bottom door. They was telling me to come outside. I'm told I'm not coming outside. Y'all ain't finna jump me. They kicked the door down. Once they kicked the door down, all my homies and my homies' brothers, they end up coming out the house and push one of the dudes down the stairs. Then we had found our way outside. They was like, if you want his one, he could get his one. And they weren't trying to give me my ones. They were trying to jump me. That's what they thought they were doing. So everybody came up there, y'all ain't finna touch him, y'all ain't finna touch him. And they just want to talk it out and all that. But man, Drew, it's still a broke door down there. So now they claim they gonna get it fixed, they gonna do this, they gonna do that. So we had to get the police involved. I'm out there for like an hour or two because they trying to get in contact with my mom and stuff like that. And when they trying to get in contact with my mom, she ended up just telling them like I was out there bragging it on. But they asked why did I come up, why I didn't go to my house, because it probably would have went way different. And that's like the end. Like ain't nothing else happening after that. And then so I got another story for y'all, another one on how I did get jumped at school, and it's kind of related to this, cause it's a tall dude. We gonna say his name. Dude. That's a tall, some tall. Okay, so dude got a lot of homies. And I guess they all in high school now, cause he failed. So he like hanging with the older people. Like when he was in 7th, he hang around with 8th graders, cause he was like he failed. So he was like with people his age. So like I guess it was like a normal day and stuff. And I came outside. I went through the side door. I ain't go through the main entrance this time. Like on this particular day, I didn't go through the main entrance. I went out on the side door, and it's like an alley. Alright, so it's like a little alley. I could see them like from her, but the door like right here. So when I'm coming, I peeked out to make sure it wasn't no teachers or nothing. I peeked out, and I ended up seeing like 10, 12 of them, and I ended up calling my homies and stuff, and they had just marched down the block like 7 deep, and it was already like 4 of us that was out there that was finna already help me fight. So we got like the same amount, but man, it was like a whole school against like 12 of us, like, and we ain't really had no help for real. Like most of our homies at school, this is on a school day, so we outnumbered. It's a whole school against 12 people. That's like like 50 kids. Like a whole middle school, that's like 50 kids against 12. So after we sitting up fighting for like 20-25 minutes, we all had went home and stuff like that. They had ended up coming down my block, asking can they get their ones with my brother. They had ended up getting their ones and stuff. And that same day, that same night, I mean, we was just out walking, and they came through the block in a hot car, and they were just talking all type of crazy stuff. So one of my homies had grabbed a brick, and he's like, next time they come down the block, I'm gonna do something to that car. He got the brick, and he had it in his hand. and he shattered it right through the window, hit a girl in her face. Like, I mean, I don't know why she was out there in the first place, being in boys' business, but I wouldn't say that. Like, she was just probably at the wrong place at the wrong time. So I wouldn't say that. Like, we meant to do that. Like, it was a female. It was a female in the car, and we had ended up being the female instead of the people. Our main targets that we had was trying to get in. Was we had to bust their windows. They came in our alley, and they busted a house window. So we had came outside. This boy and my homie mom, she was already out there though. I don't know how she was already out there, but she was already out there. And they was like throwing stuff at us. So we had came out. We was already ready to fight. And but with them this time, it was actually a fair match. But it still wasn't a fair match because we had more people, but they had more people, like people that wasn't our age. So if I would have had to fight, I was gonna have to fight somebody that wasn't my age. Cause they had like all type of older people with them.
My homie, he was in the room protecting my little brother, my sister, and I think one of the dudes, they tried to come to the window. My homie, like, he had a break, he threw it at the dude, and he fell.
Once he had like hit him in the face with the brick and stuff, that's when they really wanted to fight. So I'm at my homie's house because like we live like a block away from each other. I'm at my homie's house, and I realized that I still had two more siblings in the house. It was only me and him, but I had remembered, I had thought about it. If I left the house and I'm trying to get in contact with my mom because she's not at home, I'm trying to get in contact with my mom. I'm calling my mom, she not answering, so I had thought about it. I still got two siblings in the house. I tried to come down, but they at the block. They at all the way at the end of the block. I'm at the beginning of the block. I'm closer. I'm running. They coming. They right here. Boom. They had almost got me. I shut the door in their face. And they picked up a brick and smacked the front window too. So, like, after that, it wasn't too much. My mom was like, that was some little stuff. And I had to go with my dad. And she was like, that's some little stuff. That's little money. She had to end up getting her windows fixed and stuff. So
yeah, our mom too.
Yeah. That was like, that's like the end of the story. Tell us how we did in the comments though. See y'all in the next video that we do.
And we out.